Christina Universe Citizen presents In the Beginning, September 28th, 2023. A cosmically lucid moment. At the outset of a governing system's whole, WHOLE, accountability to the people, when there is no conceptual equanimity to accommodate omnirational interactions and intertransactions, what does systemic thoughts, anticipatory design, science, reality learn to depend on? How in the universe can the governmental legislature provide its justice departments the law upholding authority to adjudicate concerning any and all off-center perturbations to the system throughout the universal communications process? Absently aforethought would be the potential omnirational disposition concerning all legal matters or disputes. Such disposition ought to render every party its due diligence and equanimity from inception to fruition in the natural course of human events. The irreversible succession among of self-regenerative human events is the EISEDP experiences, intuitions, speculations, experiments, discoveries, productions. We cannot forever deny that experience comes before thinking, that experience always alters previous experience, as the process is both irreversible and non-identically repetitive. Therefore, at a glance, in relatively fewer words, confirming that the articulations are ever reenacted is an obvious human experience. Surely each time we are hoping to reduce the tolerance magnitude of such residual inaccuracies of observation and articulation instead of increasing it. The anticipatory EISEDP and TLB SWME, truth, love, beauty, symmetry, wisdom, maximum economy, are integrals of the conceptual frame of evolvement that is anywhere and anywhen eternally regenerative event inceptioning and evolutionary accommodation, the vector equilibrium, consciousness evolution of this conceptuality has been sloughed off despite being discovered in the 20th century. To what conceptual frame of evolvement does a governing system's anticipatory equanimity intention refer? Its legislative department's concerns respecting the way a system can behave. Does the justice system's legislative evolutionary accommodation consider equanimity before anticipatory interactions? Are the contextual equanimity's generalized conceptioning fields of thought considered before all else that are potential reenacting articulations that could be relevant dispositions before any politics? When politics must be satisfied before the potentially anticipatory and realized equanimity, imbalances in the manifest human condition would be more prevalent. Can it be said of justice that nothing could ever disturb its equanimity first and foremost, which must adhere to what the legislature provides and permits? When the word equanimity is missing from the executive departments of the federal government that is headed by the Attorney General, it is therefore non-existent as a function of the legislature. But the justice departments are expected to represent governmental balancing between prevalent intertransactions of any contrivance, especially under stress. Then, not only is equanimity missing from the governmental authority, it is missing from the people's anticipatory reality. The people expect proper administration of laws, the jurisprudence, that is, the context and content of the perpetual dispositions of legal matters or disputes, that in actual practice renders every person its due process. Information processing is of everyone's voluntary and involuntary communication contribution before any due process of law concerning legal matters, as humans learn from early childhood to observe the reenacting articulations of events around this faculty of thought. It is also the proclivity to emulate observed behavior at every level of the human societal conditions of the human experience. To be continued in the beginning. 11. Thank you. Reference: Synergetics, Table of Contents, Synergetics, Figure Index, Synergetics 440.04, Synergetics